Hey everyone, I'm Laura and welcome to Book Bubbler. Today I have a very slightly belated October TBR for you guys. It's jam-packed, so I'll just hop right in. Right off the bat, of course, I'm doing Victober. I've already covered that in another video. I keep finding books to add to that, which is really fun and wonderful, but also I don't need any more Victober books. I am full to the brim already, so doing Victober. I will say for everyone I'm going to mention, I will link their channels and or announcement videos where appropriate below. So that's hosted by Kate Howe, Katie at Books and Things, and Lucy at Lucy the Reader. That's Victober. Next up, I have the Fall into Reading Challenge that is hosted by Ange at Literary Labors and Rainey of Rainy Day Reads, and two other ladies whose name I don't remember. I am very sorry, but I will link everyone below. So the group read this month for Fall into Reading is My Cousin Rachael by Daphne du Maurier, which, while I know it's not Victorian, I always think it's Victorian in my head. I think because I get Gothic and Victorian not confused, but they're very similar in my brain because they're often, I don't know, they feel the same to me. This is not. No. Okay. Anyways. So, reading this one. Also, as a really bizarre side note, has anyone else noticed that at least I have only ever seen this copy, this hardcover copy of My Cousin Rachael from anyone on BookTube? I mean, I know other ones exist, obviously, but I've only ever seen this one, which I think is kind of weird. Just saying. Okay, then, of course, we are continuing along with the Dostoevsky Crime and Punishment read-along. This is going from the beginning of September to the end of October. Our very last show is on Halloween in the afternoon. My time, excuse me. The next chunk we are reading is parts 4 and 5. I am still only on part 1. I gotta catch up. There's a lot to read in here. So, yes, Crime and Punishment is still in progress. And then for the Bitter Single Ladies Read Romance Book Club, this is hosted by Angie at Literary Labors, and Rainey at Rainy Day Reads again. The next book we're reading is called The Lost Letter by Mimi Matthews. It's a novella set in the Victorian time. I am hoping I can get a copy from my library. It's looking like I'm going to cut it close, but yeah, it just looks interesting. It should be good. I mean, it's epistolary-esque Victorian novella. Yes, yes, and yes. Okay, then have buddy reads, of course. Danny and I, Danny at Spinelli Speaks, we are still working on our London read-along for the year. This is by Edward Rutherford. I didn't grab the book, but you know what it looks like. It's 1,200 pages. So we are taking a couple of weeks of a break since Danny's getting married on Saturday, and I know she needs time to So we'll pick up sometime later this month, but still working on that. And then I am doing a back-to-back buddy read with Ange, my friend Ange, from Ange with an E. Oh, she's been so nice and patient with me. So we are currently buddy reading, very slowly, I might add, A Longer Fall, which is the second book in the Gunny Rose series by Charlaine Harris. That's also in the living room. I didn't grab that. So working on that one, and then as soon as we finish that, we're going to go right into a buddy read of Midnight Sun by Stephanie Meyer. I'm excited about this. I think I'm going to really enjoy what I'm assuming to be a hate read. Maybe I'll be incorrect. I don't know, but I mean, it's going to go quickly. It's Stephanie Meyer. It's not Dostoevsky for a comparison, So we'll be starting this maybe by the end of the month if we both get on track. Mostly me. But yeah, doing Midnight Sun with Ange. Okay, and then the last kind of group read, whatever you want to call it, the last hashtaggy part of my October TBR is the Golden Girls Readathon Murder Mystery Edition. This is the first time that she has done this. This is created and hosted by Rachel Fryman. I'll link her channel, of course. So this was inspired by Thrillerathon, which was created by Harriet Rosie. Again, link everybody. This runs 2 weeks in the middle of the month, so October 12th to the 25th. There is a standalone website for this. And this readathon is set up, it's sort of based on one of my favorite episodes, which is not, you know, that's not why she based it that way, but it's a great episode from the last season where the girls go to a murder mystery weekend. It's so great. Anyways, so it's based on Clue, or Cluedo if you're British. You need to read at least 3 books to participate. There are 16 prompts total that you can try and win. So I only count 12, but she says 16. I don't know. Anyways, you need to read 1 book for each prompt, for each scene. Does this make sense? I had to write everything down. So let me go through. Okay, so you have your suspects cards that you can earn, and it's all 4 girls. And for those, you need to read a book with an author's name that starts with R, W, B, or E for each of their real life first or last names. And this can apply to an author's first name or surname. It doesn't matter which. So R, B, W, and E. The next group of cards you need to read one from is the crime scenes. So living room with orange and peach on the cover of the book. Kitchen, which is food on the cover. The lanai, which is nature on the cover. And Blanche's room, which is a romance. Of course, it's Blanche. And then the last section you need to read 1 book from to participate is the murder weapons. So we've got a cake knife, so you have to read a book with a knife on the cover. String of pearls, a classic. Bowling ball, a circle on the cover. Or a silk robe, something that has a beautiful cover. So we are going to have, again, I'm not running this. I don't know why I keep saying we. There will be live read-ins on the 12th, the day that it starts, and also on the 19th. She will have times posted closer. They will be Eastern times in the US, so just so you want to plan if you want to do a read-along with us. And then the finale will be live on the 25th, and she'll be revealing the answers and who the winners are. And if you guess correctly, or if you're a winner, you get a golden ticket, which helps you apply towards the Golden Girls Readathon that happens in June, I want to say, next year. So I am not going to pick titles for this because I'm hoping, based on everything I have stacked up here and everything in the living room and from the library and from my read soon shelf, oh my god, it's a lot, I'll be able to piece together enough to get at least 1 for each, 1 prompt checked off for each place, and I'll be able to participate. So I'm excited about that very, very much. It's kind of confusing maybe for this last one, but it makes sense. I swear. I will link the websites and everything. It's going to be a lot of fun. So aside from all of that, I of course have more books. Hi, my name is Laura. Nice to meet you. So I was looking at my library hold list just to see what's coming up, and I have book number 5 in the Shetland Islands series by Anne Cleeves coming up soon, and I have yet to read book number 4. So this is Blue Lightning by Anne Cleeves. This one involves Detective Inspector Jimmy Perez coming home to Fair Isle with his girlfriend, and a woman's body is discovered. A huge storm comes in, and he's essentially stuck by himself investigating this crime of this dead woman in pretty much the middle of nowhere in the Shetlands. So this should be really good, and I have to really get to that. Then this is also Victober, and it's going to work for Nonfiction November. So if I don't read this month, I will for sure read it next month, or stretch it out into the 2. I'm not sure which, but this is The 5 by Hallie Rubenhold, The Untold Lives of the Women Killed by Jack the Ripper, which I bought last year. Also, I hate that this sticker is here. I mean, I could pick it off. It's not printed on, thankfully, but oh, and this Waterstones exclusive thing, like yeah, I gotta take those things off, drives me bonkers. But I'll be reading The 5. And then, so this, I love this series. This is the Lady Georgiana series by Rhys Bowen. The newest, The Last Mrs. Summers, number 14, I think this is, or 13 in the series. Cozy Ask Mystery series. This was due on the 1st at the library. I haven't started it yet, and there is a huge wait list. But with quarantine, books sit for, I think, 5 to 7 days backstage anyways, so I'm hoping I can knock this one out on the next day or two so I can get it back to the library. I feel really badly that it's going to be almost a week late, but not badly enough to return it and get back on the hold list. I just want to read this book. I just want to read it. So I've got this. This is loosely based on Rebecca, based on the introduction that I read this morning. So that's kind of also fun too. So looking forward to that. And this is just a last one for funsies for myself. I really want to read something just creepy and just expressly for Halloween, you know? That's not any of these books and not Victober-y or anything. Actually, I found a few more. One moment. Sorry, apologize. Isn't this a great shot? Laura, you're such a professional at YouTube. Oh my gosh. Okay. So, glad I remembered. I'm going to read R.L. Stine. This is Goodnight Kiss and Goodnight Kiss 2. I also have some Christopher Pike downstairs, some like vintage 90s Christopher Pike. So, hoping to read this one or one or two Christopher Pikes. I think I have Slumber Party and Slumber Party 2. Oh, there's one by, is it Nicholas Adams? Somebody Adams, and it's like IOU. That one I remember-ish. Obviously not totally because I don't remember that like basic stuff like the author's name. But that was really creepy. I read that when I was a teenager. So yeah, I'm going to read something kind of 90s horror-y. And what I just remembered now, last minute, that's me. Why is there a random sticker on the inside of this book? Autographed copy. Not sure what that came from. I have 3 collections of Penguin books. So I have the Penguin book of Gaslight Crime. I really enjoy a good Gaslight story. Also, the movie Gaslight is extremely excellent. I highly recommend it if you have not seen it. Ingrid Bergman? Yes. And Angela Lansbury when she's a teenager. And Charles Boyer. Oh, and who? She plays my favorite Miss Marple from the 80s. Joan Hickson. She's in that too. It's good. Anyways, I also have the Penguin Book of Witches. They're all little guys too, but I really do want to read from them. And the last one, which is really on the nose, I can't believe I didn't register that I had this before, but I didn't. So it's the Penguin Book of Victorian Women in Crime. It's a good thing I read quickly when I do start to read because, oh boy. Should I try and pick this up? Do you want to laugh at me and listen to me try not to swear desperately? Let's try. So this is everything I pulled out today that it's not a group read that I had in the living room. Oh, yeah. That's a lot of books. So, I'll be busy. I won't be bored. I haven't been bored since I was probably 11 years old, but I won't be bored for sure this month. So have you read any of these? Do you plan on reading any of these? Do you want to read any of them now that you've heard me ramble about them? That seems unlikely. Are you participating in any of the group reads that were happening? Fall Into Reading or Bitter Single Ladies or Victober? I'm assuming lots of you are doing Victober, or the Golden Girls Murder Mystery Readathon. That's awesome. I mean, let me know below. I hope you're all doing well and staying safe and reading something fantastic, and I will see you soon. Bye.